And it says, as Oliver Twist, he went on to request from the Honorable Minister also that Gwa Gwa Karimo Road, which has been one road that everybody has been looking out for in the FCT. Mr. Elvis also, Chief Elvis
Chief
also joins us this morning. We'll never miss that, Chief.
Very expensive mistake.
Chief, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Thank you, Mazi. Good morning, Abuja.
Let's go on to look at, according to channels now, the Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Yelson Wike, has approved the construction of Gwa Gwa Karimo Dede Road in the FCT. The minister assented to the road construction after listening to the plight of the residents through the chairman of Abuja Municipal Area Council, Christopher Mekalangu, and the Sadikin Jiwa, Idris Musa, during the flag-off ceremony of the road construction in Saburi, Abuja. The Saburi Road construction flag-off marks the final phase in the first series of Area Council Rural and Satellite Town Road construction by the Federal Capital Territory Administration. However, the FCT minister had pledged that all the Area Council Road construction will be completed by the end of 2024. He also said more roads in the rural area in the FCT will be constructed during his administration. Now, this is a very laudable project, whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
If you know the Gwa Gwa axis, if you know that road, in fact, let's start from Life Camp. That Life Camp junction where you have that hot oil that goes across to Kado Fish Market. After Kasho, is it Dakwa? And goes straight to
connect to Kobo Express.
Yes, goes to Impresit Junction that pass through Beggar Yard and goes down to Gwa Gwa Karimo. I mean, that road is not just in a bad state. It is very, very narrow. You need to see the way Keke and vehicles are contesting for that road. If one person is coming from this side, you have to wait till on the side because a ditch left and a ditch on the right. I think Aburi Road, spanning also to this approval from the FCT minister, it's a good project in line with what is happening there. And do not forget that Gwa Gwa Karimo also is a strong economic hub in the FCT, whether we like it or not. Yeah. There are people who go, I think their market is every Friday or every, I don't know how they alternate the market. And you need to see the influx of people who go there, including people in town here. Tomato cheap for there. Cow head cheap for there. So, I mean, you see some kind of vehicles and you're wondering, no, this person is not staying here. They came to. Let me start with Chief Elvis this morning. What are your takes on this approval from the FCT minister for this road? From Saburi, and now we're seeing that Gwa Gwa Karimo Road and Dede Road in the FCT. That road is supposed to bust out in Kubwa, somewhere.
Is Kubwa? Okay, you're talking of the Saburi one?
Yeah, no, that Dede Road. Yes, it's supposed to bust out Kubwa Express. Kubwa Express, yes. Yeah.
Thank you very much, the billionaire.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Abuja. First of all, let me appreciate the management and staff of Nigerian Info. I have been away for the past 2 weeks now, and good 18, I'm back, and back stronger and better.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The billionaire.
Yes, sir.
In fact, I must commend the efforts of this current minister of FCT. In fact, in the last administration, it was more like the Ministry of FCT was non-existent. But with the appointment of Barrister Nyesom Wike and the creative innovations he has been able to introduce with regards to his job, in fact, it's most commendable. The last time I feel we had an FCT minister was during El-Rufai regime, El-Rufai period. And Barrister Nyesom Wike has really shown capacity. That very road, just like you said, it's not just in a bad state, but it's in a very narrow state. And I also want to use this opportunity to appeal to those who have either their shops or houses there. There is no two ways about it. There will definitely be demolitions.
Okay, I do not want to go there.
There will definitely be demolition. But the demolition is coming as a result of the public interest having public interest at heart. So it's not just all about making an appeal to the FCT minister to come and rehabilitate that road and or equally expand it. But we Abuja residents who are residing within that locality must be able to make sacrifices to ensure that public utilities are for the best interest of all. And there are other places in the FCT, but that particular major road, I think, is a road that links from that life camp up to Gwa Gwa Karimo, up to Dede, and also bus out at Kubwa Express. And if that road is properly constructed and maintained, I believe it will help to ease even the traffic that most people experience on that Kubwa Expressway. Because a lot of people who wants to head towards Life Camp Idu area have no business plying a Kubwa Expressway via what's it called, via Setraco or even Gwarimpa or even Tipa Garage. They have no business, so they can navigate or find their way to Life Camp Idu or Airport Road via that route. So it is most commendable, and I must use this opportunity to appreciate the FCT minister for the laudable projects he's embarking on. And I say he shouldn't relent.
Okay.
He should keep on. Abuja residents, this is the kind of FCT minister we want. All we want is development. All we want is the safety and security of residents of Abuja. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Mazi.
Somebody jokingly, that was last week, told me, say, may they not beat you the way they take support me. But I said to him, if he's in terms of, when it comes to politics and all the other one, my hand no day. Whether he's in APC, that is none of my business. But if you're talking about performance, I can go to bed and sleep well, knowing fully well by the time he's done, for the first 4 years, if the president allows him to stay for that, period of time, we will see results. This particular road, when I used to come to Abuja newly, years back, I think that was even under President Obasanjo, former President Obasanjo. That is where I used to get motor to East, to Aba. That Karimo road. You have all those, some of those buses from like Anamco or so, those big buses that are like Moluwe kind of.
Yes.
But
14,
you get 14.
Yes.
You see some of them. That is where I used to board motor to Aba if I'm going to Aba. That road. But suddenly you can't, even with Hilux or some of these SUV, you can't use that road. That Karimo road is in terrible state. The last time I went to do something there few years ago, 2 years ago or so, the person I was going with say, park your car at so and so place. We had to park and pay somebody, and we use Okada. Because of how bad it was, I had to stay on a separate. Because he says, sure, when the car we can carry you. I say, no, I beg. I don't see small things already. Stay one, my day one, I go pay. So for this man, do you know how many businesses this guy is going to revive by constructing that road? The biggest building material market is still located along that same path. On weekends, if those trailers are bringing those log of wood and things, they go and see how they struggle. Some of them will fall into one ditch or the other because the road is terrible. Remember, we also have a lot of aluminium stuff around that area.
Yes.
Around that area is so. Just like Effizy said, we have an FCT minister now. We have an FCT. That road alone. Just like you mentioned, if I'm going to, sometimes I will have an appointment at, there's a particular bank there, I don't want to mention their name, close to that fish market. Do you know if I want to go do any business there, I have to enter town or follow through Gwarimpa, but then enter, what do you call this road? That roundabout that will take you to Gwarimpa General Hospital.
Okay,
now, bus to that place.
You follow that forest road.
Why follow that area?
Let's go on the
talk. Thank you.
On your number one station for talk, Nigeria Info.
Things are happening, no. There has been talks about a strange bird that people claim to have seen. The Akala bird, I believe. I think it's just a hoax. People just... Guys, there's something here at my window. I don't know what it is, but I can see the eyes red like burning coals. It... Just kidding. But
Audio Jungle.
Connection established.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
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 This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
All right, welcome back. Mazi, you were making your points before we went on that advert break.
The urgent 2K is necessary.
Very, very.
So what I was trying to say is that we have a guy who we get the job done. I will also appeal to the people of Abuja, the necessary support that he needs. Let's give it to him. Where we need to pay our tax, let's pay, because whatever they are doing is still going to cost money. And I love the fact that he gave assurance that all those projects will be completed before the end of this 2024, which has always been his way. And like he will always tell you, if I don't have money for any particular project, I'm not going to award it. So let's be assured that the ones that he has awarded, the ones that he has said, let's start work, we know that those ones will be done. So we need to support him where we need to adjust. I'm also begging people, where you have a particular piece of land, why extend to the road where they are supposed to do drainage? You go and that is where you
So
put your
put small
batcher for front there, push there and there. So if your store no do share that extension, because so there's no need of constructing this road with drainage. You are still going to use something to block them. At the end of the day, you are still going to destroy the same road that he constructed. So I want to when it comes to performance, I have that assurance that we will see results. Do you understand me? Just like Effizy said, under Aero 5, we saw development, but it came with a cost also. Some things will go. Some people are, so even as many are happy, some will cry. But I'm also I can also appeal to government as well, where demolition will need to take place. You can give them some time ahead to relocate, because everybody, we are still human. The road you are building is still for them, so give them time to move. Instead of the sudden one where you just wake up, you've gone to work or you didn't know. Now they have to call you and say they are demolition here. So that one wouldn't be fair as well. If they need to do some things, just alert them on time. Thank you so much.
All right, let's start here on WhatsApp. You can also call us via WhatsApp or call us via the main line 0700 951 0000. WhatsApp is 003.930 Good morning, Effizy. I extend my sympathy to the family of the Honorable Minister for State, FCT, on the incident. May Almighty Allah stop such in future. All right, I'm into that. Akafred from Suleja sends that in. And Effizy, that's a good one from the minister, though. Through the FCT, through the AMAC chairman, you mean. And it says, good morning, everyone. Hafsat sends that in via WhatsApp. Good morning, all. Please be reminded that Gwa Gwa Karimo Road was the first and only road that entered Abuja from Kaduna and Niger State before other roads started coming up. The efforts of the FCT minister are highly commendable. Piccolo, we really appreciate you, and that's very correct. In fact, those were one of the first roads made in Abuja because a lot of construction companies that came to Abuja to set up Abuja had all their offices, their staff quarters, and everything, their yard around there. So you are correct. Let's take some few calls before we get into the next story. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Sir Effizy.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Chief Elvis. My name is Abubakar Ali. I'm calling from Kubu at the moment.
You're welcome.
We all know the antecedent of the FCT minister, and we all know his approach in getting things done. However, like Kamazi have said, no any development will come without sacrifice. No any development will come without pains and pleasure. We have to look at the overall pleasure ahead against the overall pains it will cause. When the road is expanded, it will bring more businesses, access to opportunity to the community. But however, what I want to add here is those that needed to be compensated, please, the Honourable Minister should not hesitate to do so in order to cushion the effect of the development that will come, because these are some of them have lived several years there, and that is the only place they know. So waking up one night to say, leave this place, I think they deserve to be compensated somehow.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, Abubakar. Hello, good morning to you.
Thank you, the billionaire.
Yes, sir.
I give Elvis and my brother, Mercy. Good morning, sir. God
Yes,
bless
sir.
every one of you. I hope nothing happens in South for God is absent.
He's fine.
He's doing very well, but we'll get to speak to him before. Yeah.
Kudos to Minister. I want to use this video to beg him. Don't spend much money on that Gwa Gwa Karimo Road. Why do I say so, sir?
But Adewumi Daniel, you are one of the people who have always advocated for that road to be fixed.
I'm going there, sir. Allow me. Hello, sir.
I'm with you. We can hear you. Hey, sure for leave Adewumi may you talk.
And people will live there, they attack Adewumi line now.
Adewumi Daniel, call me right back. Call me back. Call me.
They go say, "Hi, say me they no do road."
Hello, good morning to you.
The billionaire.
Yes, sir.
My name is King.
You're welcome, King.
Yeah, we're actually talking about construction right now, but I want you to forgive me. Let me also appeal to the minister.
Okay.
Yes, because this is Abuja, and this is the federal capital of Nigeria. This is the heart of Africa. You get it? Let me briefly say a story. When Bill Clinton became the president of the United States, at that time there were a lot of crimes in America. You see 5 men raping a white woman just because they have so much energy. You get it? And there was nothing to do. We now ask, what can we do with these black men that are so strong? And then they said, see, encourage sports. These people use that energy, and when they are tired, they become famous, they make money. At the same time, when they are tired, they'll just come and sleep. You see young people moving here and there. You get it, but there's nothing to do. One way you can engage, if you cannot at least build construction companies where people can work, at least encourage sports. I played the Ministers' Cup in 1996. I was just 14.
Okay.
And today, that tournament tournament is no longer existing. After the second edition is dead. You get it? So I know you can do this for us because the minister may just be listening to this. You get it. You never can tell.
Okay.
So thank you very much, sir.
All right. It's part of what we'll discuss even next week on the forum. To say, yes.
Thank God. You people can understand now. Mars, they agree to again.
Well done, sir.
Thank God. You remember you take a bus from Idu, you are talking about deeper life. It's where you are mentioned. Now, after there, there's a place called Idu Industrial Area. After Idu Industrial Area, there's a forest that they are building also. Like 4 years ago, the owner of the land came, attempt to block the actual road that I'm talking about. I know what I'm saying. A lot of people claim that road belongs to who bought the land during Babangida's time. Are you with me, sir? Look at a place called Gwa Gwa. Let me mention the bank name. After the bank that you are talking about, Marty, somebody wanted to block the same place. It is the villagers, all these the baggy chiefs that they came out there, please to the owner of land that they shouldn't block it. What I want you people to know is one day will be one day. All those who have this land, they will come. If you go there now, Sahel, the road goes down because land belongs to people. The Effizy is opposite Agua Cement, called one village before.
Yes.
The owner of the land, they are about to build their own estate. And by the time they finish it, they would like to cross from that Agua Cement to Effizy side. That's what they mean. I didn't say the minister should not do it, but don't waste much money. The land belongs to people. They will come.
But one thing that I know about the FCT minister is that before they even do that road, they will look at the map of that entire place and know where is land and where is road. Because also.
So that's what I'm trying to say. That if you not come with we hear that there is 100 billion. This day is Karimo. Later now, the owner of the land will come and take it again. Hunger in the land, they should use the money to feed Karimo to buy food. Use out of the money and just use fast. Let's manage it. We know it's an illegal land. They are illegal.
I don't mean thank you. Thank you. Let's jump on this other story, Mazi and Chief Elvis. I mean, it also has to do with issues around increment in boarding school in the FCT. But the FCT has come out to say there is no increment in school fees in public boarding school in the FCT. And this was put out by the Mandate Secretary, Education Secretariat, FCTA, Dr. Damlami Hayo. Made the clarification in an interview to say that, there is nothing like that. They claim that the fee for students was increased from between 29,000 and 32,000 to 47,000. And a development they claim had forced some parents to withdraw their children from boarding house schools and day schools respectively. But the mandate secretary says this is not true. Also, this is not true. The FCT minister, by Sanyasin Wike, had even approved the increase in feeding allowances for boarding house schools due to the rising cost of food items. Look at the situation. How much was a bag of rice in the last 2 years and how much is a bag of rice currently? The mandate secretary also denied the claim that some of the parents have withdrawn their children from the public boarding school in FCT. He said that the FCT boarding schools are positioned to provide quality education at affordable cost and within the means of the parents. He says, I don't think there is anyone or someone that will remove their child or children from public school as a result of the feeding cost. I doubt that much. These are his statements that, see, there is no way what you're hearing about increase in public school is not true. That's one. It says because of the increase in price of foodstuff, the FCT minister has even increased the allowance for food for boarding schools in the FCT, that this is not true. Let me start with Mazi. Mazi, what are your takes on this? I mean, if you talk about increase, I don't think this is the time for any increase to be done on any commodity, talk more of education. But yes, they've come out to deny it, but I don't think it should happen because sometimes when you start talking like this, that's when you hear, there is a plan, we have a plan, to increase because of the cost of everything, let the plan just stay with the minister's plan for increasing food for those public schools because of prices of commodity.
This is my personal opinion.
Okay.
Number one, before I, say anything about whether it should be increased or not, I want to also say that the secretary denying that there is no such thing. Most times public officers will come out and tell you, say no, there is no such thing. After 1 week or two, now you hear truly that something is happening. We've experienced that in different ways.
Let me hold you on that. Let's go for a quick break. Just hold your thoughts, and when we come back, you share your thoughts with us. Abuja, stay with us. We'll be right back. Let's go for a quick commercial break.
This is a sponsored program.
This is Nigeria Info.